Greetings Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we'll talk about Elmir, the Dominion's legendary sand warrior of many truths. We're going to break down his skills, items of rank, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talismans, the best ways to build him, and of course, how to counter-attack him. Let's dive straight into his skills. Elmir's first ability is Shifting Sands. When activated, Elmir moves to the far back line, uses his second skill if it's available, and switches into ranged attacks for the next 10 seconds. While this skill is active, he also gains a physical attack bonus. This isn't just survival, it's tactical repositioning. Moving out of danger while gaining attack power makes Elmir far deadlier. Add a boost of armor penetration from his artifacts or allies, and suddenly his hits cut through defenses. He becomes a perfect partner for warriors like Oya, who rely on allies to break armor. And if Dorian is on the field, Elmir heals himself while attacking inside Dorian's aura, turning this skill into both offense and sustain. His second skill, Mirage, creates a sand clone nearby with 70% of Elmir's maximum health. The clone cannot regenerate or be healed and loses health over time, lasting up to 12 seconds if untouched. On its own this is useful, but when Elmir has a tank like Chaba in front of him, the clones survive their full duration. That means they're ready to synergize with his later skills. His third skill, Perfect Blades, unlocks the real potential of those clones. With this ability, Elmir's sand copies begin to attack enemies. If the copies were created through shifting sands, they continue attacking from range. Suddenly those harmless mirages become an army, applying pressure to the enemy front line and multiplying Elmir's impact. Finally, we have Many Truths, his fourth skill. When Elmir uses Mirage, he gains a chance to summon 2 or even 4 clones at once. That's 80% for 2 and 40% for 4. The more clones he makes, the more chaos he brings. This ripple effect is insane when paired with certain allies. For example, Daredevil, because every attack from the clones counts as a basic attack, constantly triggering her fire support. Add Sebastian, Jet, and Dark Star, and suddenly the enemy front line is erased in seconds. Oya also pairs perfectly here, since her hunting ability drags low health enemies right into the path of Elmir's sand copies. And even Corvus benefits, because more attacks feed his Altar of Souls, increasing the counter damage against foes. Now, let's talk about how to build Elmir. He's a warrior, part of the way of nature, and stands on the front line. For items of rank, prioritize health and physical attack. Equipments like the blade bow, Selena's sickle, and Archangel's wrath in violet ranks are strong. As he progresses into orange, aim for Ruler's Globus, Unity of Extremes, and Song of the Valkyries. By orange +3 or 4, he'll have the core power needed for mid-game battles. For skins, Elmir has 5, his default agility skin, physical attack, dodge, armor penetration, and health. Top priority is armor penetration, that's where his true damage comes from. Next is health, to keep him alive long enough to let his clones shine. Then physical attack, boosting both skills and basic attacks. After that, the default skin, for extra physical attack and a touch of armor. Last is dodge, which is useful but not essential since Elmir already has decent, natural defenses. If he ever receives another armor penetration or health skin in the future, that becomes the absolute priority. Moving to glyphs, Elmir's 5 are physical attack, health, armor penetration, dodge, and agility. Start with armor penetration to break through defenses early. Second, invest into health for survival. Third, agility, scaling both damage and armor. Fourth is physical attack to push his output higher. And finally, dodge, which comes last but helps against heavy physical damage. Bring all glyphs up to level 40 unless you're chasing after skill class progression. Artifacts are crucial. His weapon artifact gives the entire team armor penetration when he uses shifting sands. His book artifact increases his armor penetration and physical attack. His ring boosts agility. The most important is his book artifact, that scaling of armor penetration and physical attack directly fuels his damage. Second is his weapon artifact, since sharing penetration with the team multiplies overall power. Last is his ring, which still has value but is less impactful compared to the other two. For the gift of the elements, max it out with health and physical bonuses. Elmir may be tricky, but without strong base stats, his clones crumble too quickly. Fully investing ensures he can survive and carry his role. His talismans are agility plus physical attack for the first, and dodge plus health for the second. Both are excellent, and easy to obtain, giving him balance between damage and durability. Now let's talk about counters. Elmir's greatest weakness is area damage. Kira's multi-target attacks cut down him, and his clones alike. Jiri forces Elmir to attack her, wasting his efforts on her reflective armor. Krista is devastating, because her icy vengeance sends out 5 crystals, and with clones on the field she ends up striking even more targets. Pair her with Lars and the storm wipes him out. Orion, Dorian, and Helios together provide endless magic damage, another nightmare for Elmir and his fragile copies. And that's it for today, Guardians. What do you think about Elmir? Do you use him in your teams, or have you faced his sand clone chaos in battle? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.